Today in this video, let us learn about discourses. That is minor discourses of paper 2. So in the previous videos, I have shown you the different discourses. In the paper 1, the discourses we are having major and minor discourses. In the same way for paper 2 also we have major and minor discourses. Today in this video we are going to learn about minor discourses of paper 2, that is poster, invitation and profile. So when we see what is the definition of a poster? The poster is a large notice with a picture on it that is displayed in public places. It consists of heading, picture, message. The tenses used is simple present tense. Some important points about the poster. Number 1, showing the context, occasions and the purposes. Second one, using appropriate format, layout and design. Maintaining brevity, using rhythmic language, using well-formed constructions. These are the few important points which we have to follow when we are doing a poster. Now let us see the format of a poster. The first point is issuing authority. Here you have to write the name of the organizing body of the particular event. The second one is title. This is the point where you can make the deal. Make a catchy title which is basically the gist of your announcements or issue. Then the third one is a sketch. After the title, you have to draw a picture depicting your issues. For instance, 4 ways to save water. Then comes date, time and venue. Here you have to mention the date and time of the event which has to be taken place. Do not forget to mention the venue of the event. And the last one is contact information. This is an important part of your poster. Remember to add the details of the concerned authorities, as the people reading the poster must have contact numbers of the event coordinator in case any queries arises on the day of the event. So now let us see some do's and some don'ts about this poster. So when it comes to the do's, what are the things which we have to follow? The first one is, your poster must not exceed the word limit of 50 words. The poster should be in a box. Make the content inside the poster to the point and crisp. Make sure your answer to a poster must fit in one page only. It should not be continued to the next page. Also, bold or underline the important information inside the poster. Now let us see what are the don'ts of the poster. Keep the word limit within the prescribed word limit only. Do not use complex language. Do not use the short form of the words. Make sure your poster is in the proper structure and format. So here is an example of a poster. So you can see clearly it is about to donate eyes to bring light in someone's life. Generate a new preface, a ray of hope, a new vision, an example for others. Come to illuminate the dark, issued by iBank 25 Talwandi Kota. So this is one of the example which we can see for the poster. Now let us move on to the second minor discourse of paper 2, that is invitation. An invitation is a written or verbal request inviting someone to go somewhere or to do something. An invitation is a request, a solicitation or an attempt to get another person to join you at a specific event. When you ask people to attend a party, visit your beach house or witness your marriage, you invite them by giving them an invitation. Now let us see some important points about the invitation. The first one, showing the context, that is occasion, event details and purpose, using appropriate format, layout and design, maintaining brevity, using persuasive language, using well-formed constructions. Now when we see, generally we have two different types of invitations. The first one is formal and the second one is informal. Now let us see first the format of formal invitation. The first point, name of the host, standard expressions, example, request the pleasure of your company, solicit your gracious presence. The third one is purpose of the invitation. Fourth one, name of the honoree. Fifth one, day, date and time of the event. Dates must be written in letters and you should not use abbreviation. Name of the place, location with complete address. Enter the address, the venue of the party or event. The seventh point, RSVP. Respond if it pleases you. Include an RSVP. This elegant abbreviation comes from the French phrase répondez s'il vous plaît, which in English means please respond. And RSVP is essential at parties where you need to know exactly who will come, so you can organize things accordingly on the basis of their convenience. The eighth point is telephone or mobile number or address of the host. And the last one, any other relevant details. Now here is an example of a formal invitation. As here it is the principal of Gayatri Devi has given this invitation, which is holding its 40th Founders Day celebrations, and time, date, everything is mentioned. The Chief Minister of Delhi is the chief guest on the occasion. So you can see the example, the principal, staff and students of Gayatri Devi Senior Secondary School, Delhi cordially invite you to the 40th Founders Day celebrations on Saturday. So this is how we can write the formal invitation. Now let us see the format of informal invitation. Informal invitations are basically written to relatives, friends and acquaintances. These letters are first and second person presentations. Personal feelings and emotions find an expression. The writer's address is given in the usual place. The salutation is usually dear plus name. The date of writing is given, but the year is generally omitted. The style and tone are relaxed and informal. Different tenses are used as the sense demands. The complimentary clause is yours sincerely. Here we can see an example. World Centenary of the Montessori Education. So this is a pro forma of invitation. Now let us move on to the last discourse, minor discourse of paper 2, that is profile. What is a profile? It is a short description of someone's life, work, character, etc. Let us see some important points about profile. Giving necessary details of the person, presenting relevant ideas and presentation, organization of the data, using appropriate cohesive devices, using well-formed sentences. So when you see an example of a profile, here we have taken an example of a profile of Abdul Kalam, who was our ex-president and a famous scientist. So this is the way where you have to present your profile. First name, Dr. Aul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam, date of birth 50th October 1931, place of birth Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu, father's name Jainuddin, mother's name Ashiamma, and his education Madras Institute of Technology, Anna University, profession aerospace scientist and president of India, and awards Padma Bhushan in 1981, Padma Vibhushan in 1990, Bharat Ratna in 1997, and he died on 27th July 2015. Thank you.